Welcome to Affordable Transportation. We're excited that you're here. And one of the things you may not know is every week we hold a drawing among our customer base, and we give them $50 in free cash, which means $200 a month goes to our customers. And since you're fixing to be one, it could very well be you. One of the things we do specifically is we focus on getting people affordable transportation, people that have had some struggling with finances. Just recently, we had a young family that came in from Fort Riley. He'd had some struggles there, so his income had not increased as much as he wanted, and he was getting ready to deploy. He needed a vehicle that his family could rely on that fit their budget, and we were able to provide that to them. And that, I think, we might be able to do the same for you. How does that sound? Well, what we typically do then is we're going to take some time and get some financial information. The reason we do this is we want to make sure we save you time. And once we've done that, then we're going to talk a little bit more, get a little better feel for what's going on in your life, so that we can really focus on the vehicles that are going to best fit your need, as opposed to walking around just looking at stuff random and taking a bunch of your time. And all of that's designed to make sure that everything works well for you. How does that sound? Answer. Well, so what's currently going on right now? Answer. And how's that affecting everything else? Answer. So what would you like to see? What are we looking for specifically? Answer. And when that happens, answer. And obviously there's some challenges we're dealing with. What are some of the things we have to overcome? Answer. So when we do that, answer. And okay, so we get this all done for you. What's going to be happening? Answer. And what do you think the effect of that's going to be? Answer. Well, I'm excited about that. No doubt in my mind we're going to be able to make this work. I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to make this work for you. So what I'm hearing, I want to make sure that I've got this right, is that you're on a fixed income. You work at McDonald's, and so that hopefully moving up. Right now, you also have additional funds that provided by the government as a result of your son's and his special needs. And you need to take him. You got to drive out to Wichita every week for him in order to make sure that he gets special care. And your current vehicle is actually sitting in your driveway, broken down, and you bought it from another organization similar to ours, and they're not willing to work with you. And so they're just going to come and repo it, which is going to show up on your credit history and make it even more difficult to get transportation. And you've got a fiance and another child, so you want to be able to spend a little time kind of driving around together, having a good time, and bonding. Is that right? Well, I'm excited to tell you, because I think we're going to be able to help you with that. But one of the things that you're really going to like about this Ford Focus is that it is a reliable vehicle, which means that when you go out to start it up and you're traveling out to Wichita, you don't have to worry about it not starting. So imagine this. I mean, you're getting out, you stick the key in the ignition, your son's there, you turn it on, starts right up. The whole time you're able to talk, able to focus on the road, not worried about what's going to happen with my vehicle. And we know this because one of the things we recommend, we check them out mechanically, we also recommend you do it, that you have a second opinion. This way, you can be assured that this is a vehicle that is going to do for you exactly what you want it to do for you every single day. Is that what you're looking for? Excellent. Answer. A second thing about this vehicle is that we're going to be able to get the payments, looks like, to about $350 a month, which means that we don't have to balance, which bill am I going to pay, which bill am I not going to pay. So we can take that stress away. So think about this: the end of the month, you're looking at your checking account, and you still have money left over. All your bills have been paid, and you still have some money. So you and your family and your fiance can go out and do some things. And based upon what we've talked about, as we look at your financials, this seems to be right. So we obviously take care. Then we're going to be able to have a little money. We're going to have a little money left over at the end of the month, instead of too much month and not enough money. How does that sound? Answer. And the other thing about this Ford Focus, which I think is really cool, is it seats four comfortably, which means that which means that at the end of the month, when you folks decide to do something special as a group, you and your fiance and your two kids, then there's not that stress of having borrowed his vehicle and all this other strain that goes with any sort of relationship and any sort of blended family. And we know that. I mean, just look. We were in the vehicle, and you said, hey, it looks like I can get everybody in here. I think that'll be good. And is that kind of what you're looking for? Answer. Well, it kind of seems like we ought to go to the next step. Well, I certainly understand. We want to make sure that we're not breaking the bank with the down payment. What is it about the down payment that's causing you to hesitate? Okay. In addition to that, is there anything else? So then, if we can meet that, then we can go ahead and move forward. Then, well, obviously there must be something else. Do you mind if I ask what it is? Answer. Oh, well, yeah, I understand. We want to make sure that we have a low cost of ownership. Answer. So what is it about the gas mileage that's causing you to hesitate? Answer. In addition to that, is there anything else? Answer. So that if we can meet the concerns about gas mileage, then we can go ahead and move forward. Answer. So what it amounts to then is that it's really the cost of ownership, the ongoing gas mileage, etc. that's the concern, not so much the down payment. Answer. Well, excellent. That's exactly the reason you should purchase this vehicle. And I say that because according to the U.S. government, it's got a combined 31 miles per gallon estimated mileage. And that breaks down to 28 miles in the city, 35 on the highway. So when you're taking your son out on the highway, you're not going to be using a lot of gas. And as you're moving around town, not a lot of gas. I mean, it really could be you fill up once a week and you're able to use that car without any problems at all. How does that sound? Answer. Well, it seems like this is kind of fitting the bill for you. I just want to do a quick recap. You're on an unlimited income, and you've got a son who you got to take him to Wichita at least once a week in order for care that he's going to receive because of his special needs, and that because of the finances, your current vehicle's not working. And as a result, then you've got to impose upon your fiance, and you're constantly borrowing his vehicle, whether it's to get to and from work or it's also to take your son. And so that's creating some additional strain and frustration in your relationship, which means that when you get together as a family or potential family, that things aren't going as smoothly as you'd like them to. And as a result, there's some friction, and you'd like this to be a much more relaxing time when you folks get together. In addition, you always feel bad about either trying to get his vehicle or asking someone else for a ride, and so you want that frustration to go away. Is that right? Answer. And with this Ford Focus, then all that's going to be gone. We're going to be able to work within your budget and give you a vehicle that's reliable. And so not only will it get you and your son to and from his appointments, but also when you folks get together, when all four of you in the car, there's not going to be that kind of tension. Is that right? So then, as we think about it, imagine it's the end of the month. We looked at our checkbook and got a little extra money. Think, hey, we're going to do something nice. Go out, maybe get a movie and go to dinner. So everybody gets in the car, and as you're driving out, I mean, it's fun. You're laughing and joking, having a good time. There's not that stress and strain. Is that kind of what you're looking for? Answer. Well, it seems like this might make sense. Tell you what, let's do this. Why don't you go ahead and get the insurance taken care of? I'll get the rest of the paperwork done. We'll meet in the middle and make this happen. And congratulations. Now, one of the things, as you know, we also pay for referrals. So when you refer somebody to us, they make a purchase, we pay you for that. And the more people you send, the more money you make. Now, obviously, we want to make this worthwhile for you, and you want to be sending people that can really benefit from what we do, not just everybody. So if it's okay, what I'll do is kind of describe the kind of individual we're looking for. If someone like that comes to mind, just stop me. Tell me who it is. So how does that sound? Answer. So what I'm thinking about then is somebody who's maybe you work with, maybe they're in your apartment complex. They're constantly asking to borrow your vehicle. And it seems like, or they're always carpooling. They may have a vehicle, but they never seem to drive it very much. And they're often complaining about the fact they can't make ends meet. They got this car payment that's just killing them. And they're looking for something. Excellent. Well, thank you. Answer. Splendid. Well, I'll tell you what then. Lord, thank you very much for using affordable transportation. We're excited for the opportunity to work with you. And anything else we can do, you just let us know.